Starting with our Amrap, 5 minutes on the clock, 8 close squats. So our feet are under shoulder width apart, so a little bit narrower, and I'm using the box in this variation to get that proper depth. For 8 squats, I like to cross my arms over the shoulders to ensure the chest is in a high position, all the way to 8 repetitions, right into the adductor stretch, 4 and 4. So if you're going to do this variation, you take a nice wide stance, line up the elbow at the inside of the knee, hinge your hips back, try to touch the floor. Make sure to fully extend those hips every repetition. After 4 and 4, we get into the bird dogs. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips, 4 repetitions each side. Pretend like you're balancing something on your back, keep your core nice and tight, and fully extend the hip. This is a great coordination exercise. 4 and 4. Then we'll get into the reverse lunge. Use whatever range of motion you have for 4 each side. Plant that front foot down hard, keep your core tight, extend the hip, try to have the back knee just kiss the floor. If you can't get that low, modify it. Don't go as low. It's totally fine. Shake things out. Repeat this for 5 minutes. Back to the close squats. You are allowed short breaks if you need to, but try to keep moving for the full 5 minutes. This is a tremendous drill. Very much lower body focus, but a very, very good drill to get you moving. Excellent work. Go at your own pace here. Here's another version of the adductor stretch. You don't have to go all the way down to the ground. You can simply shift side to side as shown here for 4 each side. Good work. This is a harder version of the bird dog, an elevated bird dog I'm going to show you here. See how the knees are floating over the floor? Much more challenging, much more demanding on the core. You can give this one a shot, or you can stick with that first variation. Totally your call. 4 and 4. Good work. Coming down to about halfway, looking good. Keep moving for the full 5 minutes. Into the reverse lunge, again using with whatever range of motion you have, and feel free to use the wall for assistance if you need to. If this is too easy, you can add a knee drive every time you come up. So driving the knee up towards the ceiling and really engaging that core. Here's a different view for you. Starting with the 8 close squats again. You can see how narrow my stance is using the box here. Under 3 minutes, looking good. Keep moving. You're doing great. You are allowed to take short breaks. Here's the adductor stretch here. Back to that first variation, hinging back. Lining up the elbow with the inside of the knee. Doing great, reaching the floor, standing up nice and tall, fully extending the hips. Looking good. Into the bird dog. Now this is the simpler variation. 4 and 4. Always keep that midsection tight. Pretend like you're balancing something on your back. You're doing fantastic. We're coming down to the home stretch here. We're nearly at 1 minute left. Finishing with those reverse lunges. Good. Always keep the knee in line with the toes and keep that foot nice and flat on the ground. Engage your core. Keep a tall posture and use whatever range of motion you have. Under a minute. Keep working. You're doing great. Back to the close squats. See how I'm not fully relaxing down in the bottom? I'm staying engaged. The feet stay flat. I'm driving down hard with the heel, the entire foot actually, and engaging my core and glutes every time I stand. Excellent work. Adductor stretches. Here's a side view. 4 and 4. You can see I'm really emphasizing that hinging back. Getting a proper stretch of the inner thigh. 20 seconds here. Looking great. Keep going. Bird dogs. A little coordination back to that elevated bird dog variation. And 10 seconds here. Keep moving. You're doing great. Fantastic work. Good job.